Star Wars Blueprint booth. This is Kristen Mayes Rowe, and she's the editor of the Star Wars Blueprint book, which I think is very exciting.
Yeah, well, we think it's very exciting as well. These are basically the blueprints from the original films. They were used to create the sets, the vehicles, the models that we've all.
This is the X-wing.
Yeah, this is the X-wing. It's got the side views right here. And these were what the...
Well, look at this. Look at this. This is something else. Wow. That's something else. I'm sorry. How did this project come about?
Well, it's actually really interesting. We've done a lot of work with Lucasfilm in the past through our packaging company, and they had started to go, they've had these blueprints in their archives for 30 years, but they really had never gone through them. And so a couple of years ago, they really decided that they needed to go through them and kind of figure out what they have. And at that time, they realized that they had a treasure trove. And they got very excited about it, especially one of the editors there, Jonathan Rinsler. And he invited us to come down to the archives and take a look at what they had and see whether we thought it could make a good book. And so we went down there, I think it was November of 2009, and spent the day in the archives going through these really, really giant, beautiful blueprints, and we all enthusiastically agreed that it should be a book. And then we really let the blueprints guide the book we created. And that's, it's not a novelty that it's giant. Mm-hmm. It's really because these blueprints need to be huge to be able to appreciate what they are. I mean, these are about 40, I think it's about 40% reduced. Mm-hmm. So you can imagine, the real ones are even bigger. Right. And to be able to see the detail of these.
Wow. Look, open this.
So this is one of the gatefolds.
Wow.
There's 10 gatefolds in the book. So they're even larger. And some of the fun things about this is how much thought went through into these.
Detail. Yeah.
The details, and they even really figured out what, although of course they didn't actually function, they figured out what these would be. So this is the
Ford Visual Scanner
and Compumitter.
Compumitter. Okay.
The centrifugal vapor fusion and ionization chamber.
So it's basically a centrifuge. It's like a mini.
Right. So they actually.
It's like a mini atom smasher.
Right.
Basically. Yeah.
Okay. Or the bionucleonic catalyst tank, pressurized, if you want.
That's wild. Now,
Which I just think that's amazing.
Bionucleonic catalyst tank.
So
it does something.
Right. So it did something at least in somebody's mind.
Right.
It did
Yeah.
It didn't actually do anything, but they thought it out to that extent that they really knew.
That's one of the sonic, one of the cannons, laser cannons.
It's a laser cannon.
Wow.
So
do you have the Millennium Falcon?
There's two Millennium Falcon. There's several Millennium Falcon blueprints, but it was built for the original movie, and then it was destroyed, and then it was built again for the second movie. So there's two separate sets of blueprints.
Wow, this is the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you can see where he sat in it. And we have these kind of behind-the-scenes shots as well as some screenshots that show how he would be. So you can see the figure
there and how the figure fits into the vehicle. Wow. Does TIE stand for something? I always wondered about that.
Well, I'm the better person to ask these questions of it would be the author.
Okay. That's a good picture.
Right. So these are these guys. All of the people that created these blueprints and actually did the sets and created the models and created these vehicles. It was all in England, and they were these skilled craftspeople that they were plasterers and draftspeople and carpenters, and they were brought into the movie business, and they did a lot of those classic movies from the 70s and the 80s. Wow. So they did Superman, and they did Alien, and they did all the Star Wars movies. And these are these English guys. And
no women. That's wrong.
No women, but there were a few women draftspeople later on. So there were a couple.
I think that's Dennis. I think that's Dennis Muren.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
it's actually
Irvin Kershner. That's who that is. The late Irvin
Kershner, Robert Watts, Norman Reynolds.
He died earlier this year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It was actually discussed in the book. Norman Reynolds is actually, we have a very exclusive edition of just 100 copies that has the signatures of Norman Reynolds, Roger Christian, and Les Stilley, who won the Academy Award in 1978 for the 1977 art direction.
How can one get a hold of this?
So you can buy, so this is $500 and you can purchase it from our
That's
website.
all? I was gonna say,
That's right, I know.
I thought it was actually more, frankly.
Right, well, and then the exclusive limited edition, the entire thing's limited edition. There's only 5,000 English language copies made, and there will only be 5,000 English language copies made. And we will never do it as a trade book simply because you couldn't ever reduce this.
Wow.
And actually have it make
Well, what
any
is
sense.
this? This is this is the TIE Fighter hangar, right? Oh, that's from the ice planet of Hoth.
So this is right. This is all
that's
the
on
valve.
Hoth.
This is all
Right,
Hoth,
right.
and this is you really see the detail. Like these, they have the plans of how they scrape the ice to make it look used, and it's really amazing. So these are all like the ice tunnels, and this is the hangar where
That's the whole hangar.
is.
Wow.
And
Well, that's why Millennium Falcon was here, right? And there was another
Right.
X-wing here. Yeah.
exactly. So and then you see where the chamber
They were
doors
certain- right,
are.
yeah.
And yeah. So it's.
This is cool. Look at that. Wow. Look at this, folks. Wow.
So this is really fun.
This is something else. The Rebel base. Wow. This is impressive. Can you order it online?
Yeah, you can order it through theblueprintsbook.com and or epicink.com.
Let's see that. Look at the book itself. Look at that. It's so gorgeous.
Okay,
Look
so
at
this is actually the
Base.
move these a little bit.
Right here, Daddy.
So this is the case. So this is empty right now, but it's
Is that really light or you're just really strong?
no. It's light right now because the book isn't in it.
Oh, okay.
So it comes in this case.
Oh, look, open the
Here,
case,
let me.
let's
I'll,
see.
actually, I can even.
Okay.
This is the cover. So, that's my space. But so, Rosanna, do you mind holding? This and I'll put it. So, if you were to purchase it, it does fit in here, but I'm not going to use it.
Wow.
So when it's purchased, it comes in this
Nice.
case, and then you can.
What an incredible Christmas present.
Yeah,
Man.
the whole package weighs 30 pounds. So,
Wow.
and it comes with a certificate of authenticity. And it's really handy. You actually need to use this.
Wow.
So yeah, it's definitely a labor of love. It was really a passion for Jonathan, the author, who did original interviews with a lot of these guys, who many of them are still living.
Yeah.
And
I know. That's that
this
pod
is-
was from.
this is a cannon sled.
Oh, okay. Cannon sled. Well, that's right. From The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
Then they have the tauntaun. They
Right.
have. It's really amazing. Like the medical center. These are all the details of the medical center.
This is huge.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing. This is one of the fun things. I really like this.
Well, this is exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So has George Lucas seen this book? Is he,
I imagine he has. He does get number one.
Yeah, okay. Oh, he's definitely seen it. Definitely. Man, nice work.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you. Cool. Thanks.